Happy New Year to you, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Generally, we work with the energy of the moon, but today we're going to look at 2020. We're going to cover each of the 12 months. We're going to go a little bit over an overview of what there is. What is the best way for you to handle it? So, card for what the energy is, a card for what the best way to manage it is, and then we will cover a couple of areas. What is your superpower for creating wealth? What should you be focused on for your health? A little bit of information, guidance in the love section, and then your soul development, and then a final positive affirmation to lead you off into your journey of 2020, which I hope I will see you often. So thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for joining me on my channel. I do want to encourage you to, if you are a subscriber, to hit the notification bell, then you will know when I upload videos. And if you could hit the thumbs up or leave a comment, you will be less likely to be unsubscribed randomly as they go through, and they unsubscribe when people are not actively involved on the channel. So that is one way to ensure that you won't lose your subscription and then have to come looking for me again. So I would appreciate that too. I am going to continue to be advertisement free this year. I have opted not to do that. So if you could just help me out by hitting the thumbs up, because it seems to matter in the analytics. So, oh, this is lovely. So you have lovely, lovely overall energy for the month, for the year. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what there is. I do want to let you know that I do still have through the 31st, all of my $29.99 videos are on sale for 2020. They're the pre-recorded videos, and also there will be a price increase in effect on January 1st. So it's a great time to go ahead and pre-order. You can get a certificate. You can use it later. You don't have to use it right now. You can give it as a gift, or you can keep it for yourself. So your overall energy for the year is a new beginning, which is so excellent. So it says new beginnings. There's actually an S, so maybe more than one arena in your life will have a beginning. Okay, so as we walk into January, there is a lot of energy going on in Saturn, in Capricorn right now. We have Saturn there, we have Jupiter, we have Pluto. There's going to be a major conjunction coming up. So on we just came out of that eclipse. We just came out of that eclipse in Capricorn that happened on the 26th. And then on the 11th, we have another eclipse happening in Capricorn at on the 11th in Cancer. So both Cancer and Capricorn energies are at a square to your energy in Aries. And so these might be really emphasizing the restrictions, because in order to best use this energy, you have to let something go to create space. And so I think that's why you have new beginnings. And so there's a decrease here. It's really important for you to let go of some things. Let it just fly away, slide away. It's not serving you anymore. Allow it to decrease in your life so that you can create space for these new opportunities, these new beginnings that are coming in. February looks pretty good here. You've got friends, families, and guides. It's a good time to reconnect, to spend time in meditation, to work on your friendships, your networking. Just popped into my head. Networking seems really important. March, you have hidden motivations. Hidden motivations is about maybe not necessarily telling everybody what it is that you're doing and why. It's also partially because sometimes we do things and we're like, why the heck did I do that? Why is this what I want to do? And maybe you don't remember some things. Maybe it's some things from your past in this lifetime. Maybe it's something from your past in other lifetimes. But there's something that's motivating you. It could also be that there are people who are doing things that are working through their stuff, and you're like, why in the world are they doing that? And again, it could be their motivation of what it is that they're doing that is affecting the situation. And so I'm going to put this down here. And so that could be something that is going on for you too. All right. And then we have for April, the honoring path. So I think during your birthday time, if you are a Sun in Aries, And then when the sun is shining on you, there will be people that always is a time that highlights your energy, right? It draws and attracts people to you. It creates more energy and excitement around you and more opportunities. But here's an opportunity for recognition. And so the work that you put in, the hard work that doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, there comes in some energy of improvement. And then here we go in May, there's an opportunity to travel, maybe go on a little vacation. Maybe it's for business. If you have a business that you travel a lot for, travel could pick up then. June, we have a lot of interesting things going on. The moon, the nodes of the moon have now slipped into Gemini. And so there is 2 eclipses, one in Sagittarius, a full moon in Sagittarius happening, I believe, in May, and then the new moon eclipse happening in June. And then it slides back into Cancer for another round of eclipses in July. So in June and July, there are 4 eclipses. So the opportunities to let things go, to bring in these new beginnings, are greatly increased for you. The Gemini and Sagittarius ones are going to have more of a positive, I think, positive feeling for you. That might be when you start launching your new beginnings and really feeling the effect of them. So stepping into your power, being really conscious and cognizant of who you are, what you want, where you're going, and how you're going to manage things becomes really important then. So utilizing those eclipses in June will be very beneficial. But look at this. Here comes like success. So the new beginnings start happening. I think it really picks up for you. I think if you can just utilize this energy of that full moon in Cancer that's coming up, and then the day after that is the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. The beginning of January, take a look at your life and say, what do I need to let go of so I can bring in all the good things that are coming to me, because this looks really positive. And then in August, you have great gratitude, and so it seems like you will be noticing the things that are really working for you in life. It's also about if things are not, but this looks good so far. I just want to see what's happening here. Make sure you're counting your blessings. The more that you are aware of all the good things that are going on in your life, the higher your vibrational energy is, which allows more high vibrational energies to be brought into your life. It attracts it in. Okay, so I wondered when I saw that setting up here. So then in September, we have loss, but I just want to encourage you not to worry so much about what you lose, because the decreases and the losses in our life is what creates the space for the new beginnings. And before I started your video, I did a little meditation, and I heard, be true to you. Love yourself, accept your shadow and light. That's what I heard was the message for you. So be true to you, love yourself, and accept shadow and light. And so as the things, when you have the decreases that happen, just remember that is creating the space for the new beginnings, and don't allow it to bother you too much. So we have behind the mask. So October, November, and December have a lot. Okay, so there's kind of a little, there's really no lull in the energy. This 2020 is big. We've got that 4-year. It's about building stability and creating structures that with all that Capricornian energy. But Saturn moves into Aquarius in March, and it's there until July, and then it goes back into Capricorn to finish off the year, and it exits in December on the 17th, and then Jupiter will follow right behind it into Aquarius, and they will have a conjunction on the 21st, and so this is a major conclusion to the next phase. It sets up for the next 20 years, and so this year is about creating the stability. And so be true to your ideas, be willing to let go of what's not working. This hiding behind the mask is often something we do when we don't want people to know that they've hurt us or what they're doing has affected us in some way. And so oftentimes we hide and we don't want to let people know, but you are being asked to be true to you, to love yourself, not worry about this loss, because it's opening the doors to a new beginning. And it feels like there's more than one door here. And okay, so you're going to be struggling. I think October, November, it's kind of difficult. So I want to go back to in August. Really going to be important that you sit down and you write out your gratitude list. The energies get kind of tough and dicey here in the fall. So being ready for it by keeping yourself as high vibrational as you can, bringing in the sunlight into your life. And then in December, you have teacher. Now, teacher means either you are being taught a lesson or you are teaching someone a lesson. It could be actually being a teacher. It could be being a mentor to somebody in business. It could be spiritual. It could be that this is a soulmate energy, but we go from the stuck energy into the teacher energy, which means things start breaking apart and you start learning the lessons. And I think that when Saturn moves back into Aquarius, after having spent the, March and April, May and June there, which looked really good, right? And then it goes back into Capricorn to finish up some stuff. I think that when you get to this point where we now have Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, which is really comfortable energy, it's an air feeds fire, new beginnings, right? And so I think if you can just allow yourself, this flipped over, so we'll take it. If you can just allow yourself to let this stuff happen for you, allow the ebb and the flow, releasing what doesn't work for you, keeping your attitude and your gratitude as high as possible, then you will attract in the positive energies. This is the energy, the stuck energy is not written. It's in the future. So that's where things are set up right now. We get to change what has not happened yet, right? We co-create with spirit. So a little guidance. Okay, so we have on this decrease, it's setting you up for an increase because you have success coming in. Here we have family and friends and guides, and we have embracing. I embrace love in all of my life, and so February looks really, really good for you. And then this hidden motivations when you get to March is about focusing on what it is that you want, focusing about what's really important. This is important in your planning, in the laying of the foundations, the creating what it is you want. Is going to be being focused on what is motivating you and what is motivating other people, paying attention to the details. For the honoring path you have, you are emerging. Of course you are. There is something happening here. I am emerging into the light and the joy with ease. You are moving forward in a very positive way if you can look at the things that you leave behind as a good thing, So action and travel. I think you're going somewhere. You get to choose, I guess, if it's going to be business or vacation, but here we go. Present power. When you stand in your power, when you understand that you are important, there is freedom in that. Boundless freedom surges through me. When you decide that you know who you are and what it is that you want, that is when you take control of your life. Happy success. You have voyage. I am safe and loved no matter where I am. And this feels like that accepting of your shadow and your light self. Oh, grace comes with the great gratitude. So to help increase, maintain, however you want to look at it, the flow of abundance from spirit to you, stay in contact with spirit by showing gratitude. I would say throughout the year, don't just wait for then. Start now and it'll be a regular habit. And so when things happen, you'll be like, oh, I'm okay because things are happening the way they are. Okay, so this loss right here, it says, I am a radiant reflection of God's light. But look, it's a lighthouse. And so we have a ship that's sailing. And so I think that it's very possible this is you leaving, following your guidance, and leaving behind. They didn't catch the boat. Big deal. Leave them behind. When I see, of all the lost cards that I've ever seen, this one just makes me feel like, who cares? Like that, they missed the boat. And I'm sailing off on my next adventure. And we do have voyage here. And so happy success comes from the voyage. I think somebody or something, some situation gets left behind. So we have behind the mask and communication. And so, again, it is going to be necessary for you to either reveal more of yourself to somebody in order to move things forward, because we have the stuck to energy here, or someone needs to communicate more with you that you don't have enough information. So it feels like that's really important. This stuck energy is going to require strength. You're going to need to stand in your power. I have deep inner strength and glorious vitality. So there's a big old huge rainbow on here, and you don't get a rainbow without a storm. You know, so while you're feeling a little stuck here, just step into your power of I have this vitality that comes with being Aries. And new beginnings, that's Aries. And we have passion. I passionately accept and love myself. Remember, you are to accept the shadow and the light. Love yourself. Be true to you. I think this year is about teaching you from spirit to totally love yourself. The love card showed up, and the way it popped out didn't feel like it's a relationship thing. And at the bottom of the deck, we have surrender. So surrender to the divine. All is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. I really think staying in contact with spirit will get you on the path to these new beginnings. And this year is about love, but I think this is about falling in love with yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing really a romantic relationship that showed up anywhere. This feels more like loving yourself, doing what's right for you, moving past situations, relationships, jobs, whatever, living situations that's not working for you. Relying on building those relationships with your family and friends. But I think this is about you being true to you. Be true to you this year and open the doors for your new beginnings. So your superpower for bringing in success, you actually have two that want to show up here. We have the engineer. Every problem has a solution. And the advocate, I align with the greater good for all. So, okay. Every problem has a solution. And when you are problem solving, align with the greater good for all. Like, keep in mind that, you know, running other people over in order to get what you want isn't necessarily the way to go. The creative solutions will be shown to you, will be given to you, if you keep in mind that you are doing what's really best for everyone. Sometimes what's best for everyone is moving on. You know, it's not like self-sacrifice. Nobody's asking you to self-sacrifice here. The greater good. Sometimes when we release ourselves from a negative job, a job situation we don't like, then when we go on and we find a job that fits better for us, but that leaves a job opening for somebody that would really like that job. Gives them an opportunity. Or maybe they would really hate it, but they would learn a lesson either way. It's their opportunity for the next steps. Same with a relationship. If a relationship isn't working and it's time to let go and move on, you both deserve happiness. And so sometimes setting each other free is the way to go. Wow. So before I started the video, I had to start it over again because my voice got all choked up. Now it's doing it again. So I want to encourage you this year to sing. Sing in the shower, sing in the car. This helps open up your throat chakra. Wearing blue will help open your throat chakra. Gargling with salt water to help clear negative energy out of your throat. Focusing on your throat chakra feels like it's a really important thing for this year. Oh, here we go. Laughter is the best medicine, and expect a miracle. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for your miraculous intervention and healing energies, which has restored the health of. So if there's someone, that's a prayer that you can use either for yourself or someone else if there's a situation. But laughter is the best medicine. Thank you for reminding me to detach from and find the humor and irony within every human drama. So there is a solution to be found. Work for the best and the highest good of all. So this could be that there's a situation where there is someone in your family that you need to worry about medically. You know, so be willing to find something that works for them. Maybe you have a parent that needs the next level care. How do you find something that works? You know, maybe you can't care for them on your own anymore. Maybe it's time to seek someone that could come in and give you respite help, and so that you aren't, you know, they're still at home, but not necessarily, you know, in an institution, which would make them miserable, which sometimes and eventually, you know, might become a necessity, but maybe that's not the solution right now. So what is a creative solution that works for everybody at this time kind of situation? When it comes to love, it says, ever wonder what makes life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and loved wildly? You have so much to look forward to. The universe, you've got time. You've got time. So if you are looking for a situation, you feel like, I don't know if I'm ever going to find this love, this situation that I really, really want, you've got time. If you're looking to perhaps get pregnant and you're wondering if this is ever going to happen, don't be so worried about it. I say that because I see this baby here with this new beginnings. I see a couple with this love, and in the middle there's this heart space. And so some of you may be trying to create a child. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. You've got time. You've got time. There's, whatever it is that you're working on, you've got time. For spiritual guidance, you have number 34, which is a spiritual number. It looks like balance to me, passion. But let's just see what the book says. It says red native. From the time of the first man, every thought has been recorded with the collective consciousness. You can either draw from the source, or you can consciously make positive contribution to it. You have much wisdom within you, and it's time to share it. Red Native is calling you to begin imparting your knowledge with others. This can be in the form of talking. However, there may be other ways to communicate, whatever your choice. You are making a lasting contribution by raising the collective consciousness of man. All right, so here we go back to here. This communication, my throat chakra being all closed up while I'm talking to you guys. We have the teacher, which could be the collective consciousness. You're either adding to it or learning from it, drawing from it if you need to, so that you are working to find a solution that is the best and the highest good of all. Communication is going to be really important this year. I'm surprised that it showed up so late in the year, because it feels like it's very important as an overall energy for this year. So be working on your communication skills. Be working on finding creative solutions that help more people than not. You have new beginnings coming in, but I think it's going to be up to you to figure out how to create them and what is in the best interest of everyone. That's a lot of effort and energy, but it's there. It's there. You could be getting married, new beginnings, love, finding creative solution, and you have time. So if you are planning something big event like that, a big transition like that, keep in mind that you should enjoy the journey, right? Enjoy the journey. Wow, you have ultimate potential for your overall for the year. Ultimate potential. That'd be cute. Okay, it says, I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I can reach higher heights than I've ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I even turn into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. All right, so I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people. I'm always in the right place at the right time with the right people. That is the mantra that goes with turquoise. And turquoise is blue, and that will work with your throat chakra. So I want to suggest that you pick yourself up something turquoise, either a turquoise stone to carry in your pocket, bracelet, better yet, a necklace that sits on your throat. Work with the energy of turquoise this year to help with the communication, to help with manifesting and drawing to you the right people, the right places, the right opportunities, and know that you're always in the right place at the right time and you will meet the right people. This looks like a potential for a very successfully foundational year for you, laying the foundation for what's next. And so, just be true to who you are. That's the most important thing. So remember, be true to who you are, love yourself, accept your shadow and your light, and you will have a fabulous year. I will look forward to seeing you guys soon. You take care. And again, Happy New Year to you.